Greetings, welcome to the FIC video on risk-based approach. Mainly focusing on guidance on the implementation of risk-based controls and reporting suspicions, which is the. This guidance note is issued in terms of Section 9(1)(h) of the Financial Intelligence Act, 2012, the FIA. The RBA starts with conducting risk assessments at institutional level. Such should be informed by observations at sectoral and national risk assessment levels, trends and typologies of ML, TF and PF, amongst others. The FIC website contains directives, guidance notes, circulars and regulations which avail helpful guidance on measures to combat ML or TF or PF in terms of the FIA. Here are the steps to the guidance on the implementation of risk-based controls and reporting suspicions. You go to www.fic.na and it will lead you to the FIC homepage. On the home page, go to Publications, Guidance Note, select 2023 Guidance Note, which will lead you to a series of PDF files, mainly being Guidance Note 17 of 2023 Risk-Based Approach for Lending Institutions. Guidance Note 15 of 2023 Risk-Based Approach for Legal Practitioners. Guidance Note 13 of 2023 Implementing Risk-Based Controls NPOs. Guidance Note 11 of 2023 Risk-Based Approach for VASPs. Guidance Note 09 of 2023 Risk-Based Approach for DPMS. Guidance Note 06 of 2023 Risk-Based Approach for TCSPs. Guidance Note 04 of 2023 Risk-Based Approach for Real Estate Agents. The guidance herein focuses on primary controls mainly being 1. Effecting appropriate CDD measures for customers. 2. Ongoing and enhanced due diligence of client behavior. 3. Record-keeping assisting criminal investigations. 4. Monitoring to detect suspicions and reporting. Let us now begin to look at the risk-based approach. Risk-based approach, RBA, is identifying the highest compliance risks to your organization, making them a priority for the organization's compliance controls, policies, and procedures. Once your compliance program reduces those highest risks to acceptable levels, it moves on to lower risks. The Customer Due Diligence, CDD, process involves gathering and verifying information about a customer and ongoing risk assessment and management to help organizations fulfill their legal and regulatory obligations and protect themselves from financial crime. However, here are two types of CDD measures. 1. Simplified due diligence. 2. Enhanced due diligence. Simplified due diligence, SDD, is the lowest level of customer due diligence, CDD, that a financial institution can employ. It is a brief identity verification process that can be applied to eligible customers when the risk of money laundering or terrorist financing is deemed very low. Institutions are still required to identify and verify or ascertain customers' identification information. Below is a list of the type of information which needs to be ascertained/verified and that which needs to be simply obtained from client. 1. Verification, full names. 2. Verification, nationality. 3. Verification, if citizen, national ID no, or passport no, or date of birth. 4. Verification, non-citizen, passport no, or national ID no, or date of birth. 5. Obtain, Namibia residential address for citizens or if non-citizen, residential address in his or her country or physical address in Namibia, if any. 6. Contact particulars. Moving forward generally, the FIA requires institutions to commence EDD when the risk level is escalated from low to medium and especially high. Below are a few examples. 1. If suspicions of ML, TF or PF arise. 2. Sudden increases in periodic loan repayments, earlier settlement of loan whether in lump sums or once off. 3. Doubt whether documents obtained for identification are genuine. 4. Doubt whether the client is indeed the one demonstrated in the documentation. 5. Indications that client may be transacting on behalf of another unduly, or when there are attempts to hide identification of some or all beneficial owners. 6. The structure or nature of the entity or relationship makes it difficult to identify the true owner or those directing affairs behind the scenes. 7. Suspect that the documents obtained for identification may be lost, stolen, or otherwise fraudulently acquired. Impact of identity theft is rife especially with online activities or non-face-to-face clients. 8. Circumstances change, and your risk assessment no longer considers the client, transactions, or location as low risk. 9. Any other considerations that do not maintain the low risk of client or specific transactions. Let us now look at enhanced due diligence at an understanding level. Enhanced due diligence, EDD, is a KYC and AML process that provides a greater level of scrutiny of potential business partnerships and highlights risk that cannot be detected by customer due diligence. EDD applies when a client's risk profile or transaction is not low. It includes taking additional measures to identify and verify client identity, creating a client's financial profile including the source of funds and conducting additional ongoing monitoring. Here are type of EDD measures. 1. Nature and location of business activities. 2. Occupation or source of income. 3. Source of funds involved in transaction. When to undertake EDD. 1. As per internal risk assessment, institution has determined that there is a high risk of ML, TF or PF associated with the client or transaction. 2. FIC or another supervisory or law enforcement authority provides information that a particular situation or client is high risk, the extent of which is dependent on the risk the client or transaction may pose to the ADLA. 3. Doubt whether documents obtained for identification are genuine. 4. Doubt whether the client is indeed the one demonstrated in the documentation. 5. A customer is a politically exposed person, PEP, an immediate family member or a close associate of a PEP. 6. The transaction is complex, or unusually large, or with an unusual pattern and have no apparent legal or economic purpose. 7. Client refusing to continue with transaction when asked to avail EDD information. 8. Any other considerations enhancing client or transaction risk. 8. Circumstances change, and your risk assessment no longer considers the client, transactions, or location as low risk. 9. Any other considerations that do not maintain the low risk of client or specific transactions. We have come to the end of the video on targeted financial sanctions. For more information visit the FIC website at www.fic.na or contact +26 46 1283 5287, email helpdesk@fic.na.